I'm Christy with Havre Beneath the Streets. I am the office manager in Havre Beneath the Streets in Havre, Montana. We're a historical tour geared around the 1880s to the 1930s, and with that we actually are able to bring into the community, a little bit of history. We're saving Havre's history and local history. As far as what would bring to the community being open is we have a lot of people travel from all over the world to come to Havre Beneath the Streets to visit us, and that in turn, they're visiting us, they're seeing our motels, visiting our other local areas, and hitting the spots with the restaurants. Maybe if they're not staying overnight, they might be filling their tank with gas and hitting the road, but they're stopping in and visiting and sharing with everyone within the community. In 1989, there was some local gentlemen that were business owners from around the surrounding areas, and they owned a lot of the properties that Havre Beneath the Streets goes through, and they knew a little bit of the history, and they started kind of doing a little renovating in '89, and then they opened up for its first tour in 1994. There's several individuals within the community that kind of got it going. A couple of the main ones were Lyle Watson and Frank DeRosa, and then Frank DeRosa stayed on through several years. And he was instrumental in getting the Railroad Museum started as well. We're actually sitting in the Frank DeRosa Railroad Museum at the moment. This museum here is a free museum. It's a railroad museum that's been open for several years now. They opened up this museum, and the Havre Beneath the Streets office moved into this building. Great. So we have our office here that we run our tours out of. Is just unique in itself. Just when people, they don't realize when they go down there and they actually see how much is down there. We've a lot of the artifacts were down there when they started renovating, but we've also acquired a lot of local items and from around the surrounding area, and just things that may have been thrown out, and so we've been able to save some of those items, as well as carry on with the stories, some of the little tales that Havre has. Even though I've been here several years, there's things that I run into, and I know that they've been there, but maybe I just hadn't seen them yet. There's lots to see on the tour itself. We do have an area that we're trying to get renovated. It needs some work. Our sidewalk over on the 2nd Avenue side of the block in front of the Eagles Club needs to be restored. So unfortunately at this time we have had to move out of that area, and we have been doing fundraising events and taking donations. We've been working on getting some grants as well to get that area repaired so we can move back in there and share that history. We still have the items and artifacts that were in that area, but you just can't get the real feel of it. We've had to close that down and hope to raise funds and get that opened and continue to keep that area opened, and so we can keep the history alive. Eagles Club has been doing a few barbecues, and that, as an individual, you could certainly go to those barbecues on Tuesday. We are a 501c3, so we can give you a receipt for a donation as well. We're hoping to be in the spring of 2021. We're hoping to have a fundraiser event. With COVID, things have kind of been put a little bit of a damper on our fundraising, but we're still raising funds. We're still here. We want you to, with caution, come in and visit us, and with the fundraising, anything is welcome. We greatly appreciate it. We unfortunately do not have the use of our chairlift. We do have wheelchairs that people can use once they get down there, but hopefully in time we'll have that area repaired, and get that chairlift back in use and have the accessibility for everyone to enjoy. But we just recommend that you wear shoes that you're comfortable in. I wouldn't recommend high-heeled shoes because there's a section of boardwalk that you might get stuck in. But other than that, the flooring down there is concrete, and just wear what's comfortable. Sometimes it is chilly down there, so that's kind of one of the things to look out if you decide to come and visit us in the winter. And with that, yes, we are open in the winter. We just have different winter hours, and we call guides as they're needed. But we're open to the public and hope to see you soon. We're located at 123rd Avenue. That's in the downtown area of Havre. Right now, going into our winter hours here in September, we're open Monday through Saturday, closed on Sunday, open 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. And as I mentioned, we do call our guides as we need them, so certainly give us a call and we can let you know what tour times are available and get you set up on a tour.
What is your favorite room in Havre Beneath the Streets?
They're all my favorites. But I would have to say I'm kind of partial to the bakery area, just because it has the stove still in there, and it's kind of neat to see that old brick stove in there and the firebox next to it. So that has to be my number one favorite, but I enjoy them all.